Now time for the presentation of the Land and Soil Management Award. So I would now invite Mr. Martin Gerzabek, who is President of the jury, to take to the stage. Just by way of introduction, Martin hails from Austria. He is an ecologist and soil scientist with a special focus on the behavior of pollutants in the soil system, soil development and soil functions, and he also served as rector of the University of Natural Resources and Life Sciences in Vienna from 2010 until 2018. Martin, the floor is yours. A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rose. Dear honorable guests and participants, dear award winners, I have the privilege now to introduce to you the European Land and Soil Management Award 2024-2025, the first time directly within the forum. By introducing the EU Soil Strategy 2030 and proposing the Directive on Soil Monitoring and Resilience, the European Commission demonstrated the great importance of soil for the future of humanity and the European Union in particular. Mission Soil has succeeded in significantly raising awareness of soil and its sustainable use in Europe, and corresponding strategic processes take place in the member states. The networking of institutions and activities leads to increased visibility of problems related to soils, their functions, use, threats locally and regionally, and soil was mentioned several times during this forum as the basis for our agricultural activities. It is also very important to be able to show positive practical examples that point into the right direction. This is where the European Land and Soil Management Award comes into play, which is now awarded since 2009, so 16 years already. The award is intended to put precisely the mentioned aspects in the spotlight. So it's annually granted to an outstanding project contributing to and being a model for soil protection from the viewpoint of agricultural practice. The prize rewards land use and soil management practices mitigating soil threats, so no need to list all of them, like erosion, organic matter decline, biodiversity, and so on and so forth. The prize is open to all the stakeholders in the topic, and most importantly, underlying criteria involve innovativeness of goals and methods used, the social and economic dimension, and the scalability, and the possibility to transfer the approach also to other regions. Let me first thank all supporters of this important and unique award, the European Landowners Organization, the European Commission, Joint Research Centers, Syngenta, University of Ljubljana, the University of Leuven, and my own university, University of Natural Resources and Life Sciences, Vienna. This year, the jury received 23 applications, many of them really excellent, so we had a very good choice amongst the eligible proposals. The projects were submitted from Austria, Belgium, Finland, France, Germany, Hungary, Italy, Poland, Portugal, Spain, and Switzerland, and I would like to thank all applicants, of course, for their valuable contributions. And I also want to thank the jury, Jon Codescu, Thierry Delescay, Martin Ewert, Arvin Jones, Frank Lobnik, Max Newbert, Kerstin Rosenhoff, and Serenella Salda. I want to really thank cordially for their time, dedication, and long-lasting support. And I thank Emma Mikos and Valeran van Otruff for the excellent support of the process. So, and now the winner is, so we don't have music here, but yeah, you can imagine. So the winner of this year is Regenerative Farming and Research for Ecological Land Transformation, an application which was handed in by Gut and Bösel, run by Benedikt Bösel, Germany. Gut and Bösel aims to transform large-scale agriculture and forestry into a sustainable, productive, and regenerative system. With 2 farms and 1 forestry enterprise, Gut and Bösel operates regenerative ecological land and forestry management across 3,000 hectares. In cooperation with the associated Fink foundations, The focus of Gut and Bösel is on the development and implementation of forward-thinking land use approaches, including agroforestry systems, holistic grazing management, composting, reduced tillage, mixed cropping, and the conversion of forest monocultures into resilient mixed forests. Benedikt Bösel and his family started to convert their 3,000 hectares farms 9 years ago to regenerative farming. This is a large-scale holistic endeavor in regenerative agriculture, including rotational grazing on 250 hectares, agroforestry on 75 hectares. The approaches have been proven economically feasible, which is also an important aspect. And another important aspect was that the private farm cooperates with a non-profit research company, which they founded themselves, and which cooperates with several specialized research groups. The significant research activities funded by the farmer led to many publications, even in the journal Nature, and the extensive knowledge transfer has to be specifically mentioned. So Benedikt Bösel wrote a book about transforming agriculture, which was sold about 17,000 times. The farm has been visited by thousands of visitors and is visited by thousands of visitors. Being now active in the award for already some years, I have to admit that I found it one of the best applications I ever have seen in this context. So the jury appreciated the focus on regenerative agriculture, the scientific approach, the substantial outreach activities. So my sincere congratulations to Gut and Bösel and Benedikt Bösel for being selected as winner. So now I call Benedikt Bösel to the stage. Entschuldige.
Commission, Benedikt. I know you're a soil enthusiast for many years, so congratulations for this. And here are your 2 certificates.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Only 2.
No more.
Thank you so much.
Herzliche Gratulation.
Thank you so much.
So, wenn du möchtest, dann ein bisschen etwas zu sagen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I accept this award not just on behalf of myself, but on behalf of the soil. Because we are not owners of the land, we are its guests, its students, and hopefully its regenerators. At Gut and Bösel, together with the Fink Foundation, we've been asking one simple question. What can agriculture become when it is no longer extractive but regenerative? When it doesn't just feed us, but it heals ecosystems, builds resilience, reconnects people with purpose. We've seen the answers. A living soil that stores water and carbon, in trees that bring shade and income, in farmers that become stewards, innovators, and storytellers. But this is not a story of romanticism. It is a story of economics, of policy, of science, and of courage. If we want landscapes that serve both people and planet, we must rethink value. We must reward regeneration, not depletion. And we must build our alliances that go far beyond our fields into boardrooms, parliaments, and classrooms. This award tells me we're not alone. And if we are brave enough, honest enough, and collaborative enough, we can turn agriculture into one of the most powerful climate and peace solutions of our time. So let's stop asking, can we afford to change? And instead ask, can we afford not to? Thank you.
So additionally, the jury decided to deliver 2 diplomas of recognition. I said we had a lot of very, very good applications. And as first project, without ranking, I want to acknowledge Joseph's Dream, a project from Portugal. Joseph's Dream is more than just a farming enterprise. It is a vision to transform agriculture into a force for environmental restoration, rural revival, and sustainable economic growth. Founded by Jacques Naud, the project began with a focus on permaculture, organic agriculture, and holistic land management practices. By stacking functions integrating livestock, cover crops, and orchard production, and sourcing local inputs, Joseph's Dream has demonstrated that a circular economy approach is both profitable and scalable. So Joseph's Dream has settled 14 families in the region, creating jobs in orchard management, soil regeneration, and livestock integration. Expanding to 1,500 hectares, local employment will grow, including roles in nut processing, packaging, marketing, ensuring long-term rural stability. Over 60% of the land in the region was abandoned, now reclaimed through the cooperative model, allowing even small-scale landowners with 5 to 10 hectares to participate in a sustainable regenerative economy. So our sincere congratulations to Jacques Naud, and I would like to call him to the stage.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. So, please come here and fold. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah. The second project is the Orto Floricola San Giorgio soil regeneration project in Italy, a farm run by Rudolf Freiherr von Freiberg-Eisenberg. The farm is located in Sicily, an area that has become increasingly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. The challenges posed by prolonged droughts, flash floods, and soil degradation threatened crops and livelihood. Therefore, by introducing innovative water management strategies and reforestation efforts, the property serves as both a testing ground and a model for adaptive agricultural practices. The main objective is to create a resilient ecosystem that is able to absorb water during floods and simultaneously decrease the desertification and its outcomes. The main goal is to be capable of slowing down water flowing at high speed down the neighboring hills by building a system of channels and dams throughout the whole estate and reforesting the semi-deserted hills. Additionally, the project also aims to capture and store water in the low-lying areas of the farm to be used for irrigation during drought periods. Socially, the project successfully integrates traditional knowledge with modern scientific approaches, making it easier for local farmers to adopt sustainable practices. The active involvement of local shepherds fosters community participation and ensures long-term commitment to regenerative land management. So I sincerely congratulate Rudolf Freiherr von Freiberg-Eisenberg, and I call him to the stage. Yeah, okay, thank you for coming. Yes. So, of course, all the winners will get their voice heard on the homepage of ILO. I just want to add here, because there will be a podcast produced with them, so you will get an even better insight into the award-winning projects later. And now I would like to call all the jury members present in the room to come up to the stage for a final photo with the winners. So Thierry, I have seen, but everybody who is here, please, or the substitutes, yeah, please come on stage. So. And so please come here for a photo. So maybe the winners in the middle. The winners come in the middle. So the winners in the middle. Okay. Everybody. Thank you very much. So maybe a last applause for these heroes of soil protection. And I give
Well
back
done.
to Rose.